This is such an OP software, it's ridiculous. The next, and in my opinion, the best thing on this list right here, this is like the thing that I don't want to share with you guys. Alright, what's good YouTube? So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys 10 external softwares that every single industry producer must have on their computer. Basically, I'm going to be showing you 10 things that you need to install right now on your computer, as they're going to significantly help your process of becoming an industry producer. Real quick before this video starts, this is a Patreon exclusive that I'm probably going to upload on YouTube, so make sure to go check that out with the link in the description. And also make sure to go check out my Instagram and Twitter at FinnaFinesse. Best way to support the channel. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first thing is probably the most essential on this list, and that's WinRAR. This is basically a software that's going to allow you to extract .rar files. So if you've ever downloaded a drum kit and wondered why you can't open it, it's usually because you don't have this software installed. And it's just a very basic thing that every single producer should have, because you're constantly going to be sending files to one another. You're constantly going to be downloading stuff off the internet, trying out new sound kits and whatnot. And a lot of the times they're going to be extractable only in RAR form. So that's why you want to have this installed. The second thing is this very underrated software called Advanced Renamer. This is basically a software that allows you to compile and rename sounds en masse, which is perfect because I know a lot of you guys are loop makers, make drum kits, sound kits and whatnot, and this is by far the best software for naming your projects. Even if you're naming your beats and you want to keep them all organized, this basically allows you to write advanced codes on how you want to rename your sounds. So I'll open up just an example for you guys right here. So I'm currently working on my JMizzy 2023 stash drum kit, which will be out by the next video I upload. And basically for the sounds in here, I want to consistently have them all named so they look the same like this. And the way I went about doing that was I just wrote a code here for remove, add, list, replace. So for example, if I were to drag all these files in here, and let's say I wanted to hypothetically rename these, I want to remove the rim snare part, I go remove count 5, and you can see on the right it says file new name, and it's basically going to create a script where it's going to rename all these things all at the same time, so you don't have to manually sit there and rename all your loops, all your beats, all your drum sounds, all your one-shot kit sounds. You can just do it in mass, and it's going to save you so much time. So the next software is this thing called WizTree from diskanalyzer.com. This one is very important as well, because being a producer and being very organized are two things that need to go hand in hand. You can't just be an unorganized, successful producer. And part of that is not only organizing all your sounds, but also organizing the space that you use on your computer. Let's be honest, if you're not using 100% of all the space on your computer, you're not a legit producer in my eyes. It's going to be the best version of a scanner that allows you to see every single file on your computer and how much space all of them are taking up, and also make it insanely easy to delete those things and free up more space. So if I just hit scan on my Windows drive, it's going to show me real quickly the percent of how much space each folder is using, and it's going to allow me to go through here and find sounds that are taking up too much space. Right here, for example, I have this taking up 60 gigabytes of space in this folder. So if I want to free space, I could go ahead and delete that, if I wanted to download sound kits and stuff like that. The next thing, I'm going to show you guys a little bit more YouTube related stuff. The first thing is this Google Chrome extension called Pitch Shifter. This thing is really useful because it basically allows you to change the pitch and the playback speed of any video you watch on YouTube, which can be really helpful if you're using YouTube as a way to look for samples or to listen to music, because as some of you may know, you might want to pitch a sample down, speed it up, slow it down, see what that sounds like. This basically allows you to do that without having to drag it manually into whatever DAW you're using to test it out that way. The next, and in my opinion, the best thing on this list right here, is this thing called 4K YouTube to MP3. This is the thing that I don't want to share with you guys because of how useful I find it. So 4K YouTube to MP3 is basically a converter software that allows you to instantly copy YouTube videos into MP3 files. This is the best one because not only is it not done through the web browser, it's done on an external app. It exports in the highest quality. It automatically organizes everything for you. It has the fastest install speed out of all of them. It's free, and it's insanely easy to just paste links directly in here and download things, and it's just overall so much better than all the YouTube to MP3 converters. I feel like I give you guys too much information. I gotta be honest. I don't even want to share this. Y'all better follow me on Instagram. Okay, so the next thing that every single producer should have is Dropbox. The reason I say Dropbox is because it's way easier to send samples, loops, whatever through Dropbox than it is on Google Drive. One, it's going to be way easier for organization, space, as well as the fact that when you send stuff through Dropbox, you can listen to things before actually downloading them, which is going to be so much easier for any of you loop makers out there. It's so much better than Google Drive. You're going to have to know how to send files properly. Dropbox is the way to go in my opinion. The next thing is SoulSeek. SoulSeek is broken. This is such an OP software, it's ridiculous. ridiculous. You're gonna find the best audio qualities on SoulSeek. It's basically this super old app that people use to just send around recordings of samples, loops, and songs. It's not the most user-friendly, but if you're looking for specific high-quality samples, SoulSeek is broken. The next thing is two softwares that I'm just highly endorsing. The first one is Serato Sampler. Kind of like with what I was just talking about with sampling, Serato Sample is by far the best Akai MPC emulator of a plugin that you can download. It's significantly better than SliceX, Fruity Slicer, any other software you have. I promise you, I've gone through all of them as a guy who used to make this stuff 24/7. Serato Sample is the best one. Okay, so let's say I want to like open this. Let's sample Puffin' on Zooties, why not, right? I sample it. It instantly gives me the key. It gives me the BPM like that, time stretch, key shift, reverse, mess with the attack release. It even has like a find samples auto slice, so I can go like this, like if you're using samples, it's so much easier to combine those two things with your process. Anyway, the next thing that I highly endorse and the last thing on this list is Arcade. Arcade is really good. For the $10 a month, if we're talking about like the prices of other plugins, like it's really not that bad of a price. But the thing that makes it so nice is it's just like they're always adding new stuff that you can download, and the whole process of like how it works is really convenient and helpful, I find. It's something I do recommend having. You don't need it. If you were to pay for any sort of subscription-based plugin, I feel like this is probably the best one. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for that, as well as this tutorial. Instagram and Twitter at FinnaFinesse. Make sure to go follow that. All my sound kits can be found with the link in the description, my BeatStars page. Make sure to go join the Patreon for exclusive drum kits, sound kits, tutorials, etc. New tutorials on the way. Look forward to more videos in the future. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'm out. Peace.